everyone. This is Nichel Anderson, and I'm your host for my podcast shows. I have two podcast shows. I'm broadcasting this on both for this summer break that I do release while I'm taking a break from podcasting and then starting the new season next month in September. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Right now, I just like to kind of just check in, do a little touch base, and that's by focusing on a little bit of what I just completed. My last season was season 7. I'm so excited for that particular season, and a lot of things happened. So we'll talk about that and then kind of what I'm doing. So let's get into this. Say a quick prayer. I give thanks. All right. Give gratitude in the name of the Lord. Thank you so much for the blessings and positive vibes for those that are tuning in today. So I'm on summer break here in the States here. And I have a question. Let's see. What plans for the next season? I would say more guests. I had such a wonderful time. Last season was the best that I would say, because when I first started back in 2017, it was just really to kind of like, this is what I think I want to do. And I did the first podcast, and that was Surviving Your Journey to a Success. And then it was like, okay, I need to do another one specifically for my short stories. It's tied to my book, which the whole dream when I wrote that Egypt book was for it to turn into a movie, which that's why I'm here in Atlanta. And that's still my dream to get that done. And so anyway, when I had the guests in season 7 that I just wrapped up, I met a lot of different people. They talked about their dreams and their journeys, and I highly recommend you to go check out all my guest interviews and the experiences that they had, some of the dreams that they're still working on or what have you, and the motivational factor in that. So I highly recommend to check that out. So I would definitely want to continue. I had a lot of people that wanted to be on the show that I could not get to, that I did on some, but I just didn't get a chance to finish the post editing. But I would definitely say that's my plan, is to bring more of those people that I didn't get to, and then the ones that I wanted to release those interviews out of post edit. And yeah, I definitely want to do that. I've had people from different walks of industry stop by, particularly those as part of my album that I'm releasing. They did, and then another one that he came back again about for his album, which was a marvelous album. I highly recommend people to check it out. I'm very sensitive with music, and I could listen to his music, to that album, all day. You hear me? So definitely check that out. It's definitely for summertime. You hear me? Okay, so yes, I would say guess. And the ones that I did have, I would love for them to come back to kind of touch on some of the things that we didn't have time. But I would love to do a deep dive with them. So they had a lot, particularly like with Aaron. He came over during my season 7. Oh my gosh, we had a blast. And he was the one that really introduced me to that phrase to say, what is your love language? All right. And I just thought that was just so on point, and we just laughed and had a good time. That was one of my best episodes that I would say, my guest interviews. All of them was wonderful. I had very good special moments, but I would have to say that one right there stuck out as well as a memory. Good memory. All right, let's see. Yeah, they dropped a lot of wisdom, love, career, all of that. Okay, so the second question is what I'm doing with some. Well, I love to eat desserts, so I'm eating desserts. I love ice cream, all flavors. I don't think I know. Wait a minute. I don't think I ever had ice cream that I didn't like. Strawberries, chocolate, vanilla. Here in the United States, they got so many different flavors, so I haven't met one. I really love mint ice cream. I think it's just divine. So that, some shopping. I want to get into wine, so maybe next summer break I'll do like a lot. Well, maybe I'll do a lot, maybe not. But nonetheless, to kind of talk about the wine, I really want to get into understanding it and to talk about it. When I meet people that are into it, they're very interesting. They're either very into the arts or what have, and they just have a story to tell when they really break down their connection to the different types of that they're into or what have you. So I'm thinking about maybe getting into that, maybe doing it this summer. I thought fun. So that and resting. Okay, so they asked me, let me see. The next question is for me is your summer motto. What was my summer motto this summer? I would say enjoy your work, your purpose, and that it will always deliver peace and abundance. That's my motto. And let's see, the next thing. Okay, next month premiere. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to reveal too much. I'm looking forward to it. It would be September the 23rd, 2024 to 2025. It will be my 8th year podcasting. And I already mentioned how I really enjoy the guests that I had on both of my podcast shows. If I would have to say my finale, I didn't really get a chance to get too much into it. I do plan to do my director clip notes, or at least an assessment of that. That's mostly my short stories podcast that y'all listening to, and my surviving my journey that y'all listen to as well. From that, since I'm combining this, I would have to say that my finales are they're very intense. I'm starting to build them up as I go through the year. And just to kind of touch on the short stories one, if we talked about the one that was released in April the 22nd, I believe. Yeah, that was MOLIAE Short Stories, episode 66, Rule in Response to the Position of King Milan's speech. And Orion sets a new path. That just sets up everything. And I'm not going to go too much into it. That'll be my directed clip notes. And then, of course, the finale, which is the MOLIAE Short Stories, King's Rule over Tamat secures their star. So that had a lot of goodies in there, characters that was never even introduced there. I would do my director clip notes. I haven't done that in at least 2 years now. So when I release it, you got to be there and you got to forward this, all right? And definitely go to MOLIAE.com and help a sister get one of these remixes songs. I'm trying to raise the money for my film, y'all. And then, of course, when I look at my Surviving Your Journey Towards Success, the finale there is Why Mr. Fear uses your doubt to prevent you from your meant to be. Let me touch on that. That's on both of my shows. I could say relate to that in my characters that I write in my motivational theme podcast episodes, is that when you're getting close to your purpose, you have Mr. Fear to try to knock it down, that you can't do it. That's where you have to go in and have your affirmation, prayer, meditation, so you can reinforce and feed your soul and your mind that you can do it and you get it done. The other episode that basically was the finale for season 7, and that was episode 130. This is for my Surviving Your Journey to a Success podcast, How to Choose to Be Happy. I have done a few of those, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. A lot of times when we get caught up in the world, it's hard to kind of say, well, do I deserve to be happy? Maybe I can't be happy. And that podcast is focused on, yes, you can if you choose. It's hard to do when you're surrounded by negativity, but it's something that you must do. And I like to do those types of podcasts to kind of, throw up the confetti and like, this ain't over. You keep going, right? All right. This wraps it up. Didn't want to be too long. And just to touch base, I'm looking forward to coming back to my season 8, y'all. And I enjoy podcasting. It's very therapeutic for me, especially what I've survived, what I've been through. I love it and I'm enjoying it very much. And I hope you do too. If you like it, reach out to me. Follow me on social media. Be a part of my still dream to turn my Egypt book into a movie. If you want to connect, go to contact me, info@nichelanderson.com. If you want to be on one of my podcast shows, hook a sister up, reach out to me. I really appreciate it. And do follow if you wanted to be a part of my movement to create my movie of my Egypt book. You go to MOLIAE.com, and where I'm trying to raise those funds, and that would be by just buying part of my music. Y'all, I'm making an album, and you can support it by buying one of the remix, because most of those songs you hear on my album, guess who did it? I did it. All right, appreciate it. And you can buy one of those and be a part of the movement. All right, and also I have my beauty, MOLIAE Beauty. So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see y'all at my premiere September the 23rd, Monday at 10 a.m. Let it go. Appreciate you. Talk to y'all in the next one.